Yeah, let it be there. Let it be there. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
You guys ready?
Yep. Let's go for it.
Hey everybody, this is Jim Grisanzio from the Oracle Groundbreakers team, and we are here in Hyderabad, India for Sangam 2019, and I'm here with Sai Penumuru and Sandesh Rao. Guys, we met a couple of months ago in San Francisco to talk about this conference and also the Yatra tour as well. Well, now we are actually here. This is day two in late morning, and so how's it been going? How's the event been going?
It's pretty exciting. Sai, do you want to start?
Yeah, so okay. So thanks, Jim. I think the open world one was the invitation to all my Indian community and others. Now we are in Sangam from Hyderabad, HICC. Yesterday we started the session with really good announcement. We got Oracle. We announced 4 Oracle Aces and 1 Oracle Associate. Announced by Kanar in keynote. Then it's followed by Tirthankar and Jenny's keynote. Yeah.
Tirthankar and Jenny actually covered a whole bunch of stuff. So Tirthankar spoke about the whole Converge database, the message of the Converge database, and how Oracle has actually made advances in different areas like document processing using JSON, graph database, spatial. The most important announcement was the Oracle machine learning option along with spatial and graph is part of the Enterprise Edition now. It's no longer a cost option. So it's a great news for data scientists and anybody who basically wants to wrangle data in the Oracle database and wants to use statistical programs, machine learning, anomaly detection to do any sort of interesting thing inside a database. That option is now free. Jenny also covered a whole bunch of stuff as to what's coming in 20C. She spoke about like what's the terminal releases, like 20C and 22C are the terminal releases. So she was outlining a plan of how to better support. She was also talking about all the new things coming with Exadata 8M. Also, Express Edition. There's no commitment on an Express Edition for 19. We're going to try to get it out, but 20C is a committed version for an Express Edition. And also Jenny mentioned that every version, after 2 weeks after the production software goes out, the Express Edition for that corresponding software is going to be released. These are all groundbreaking announcements because we've never done this before. We've never done it in the frequency with which we're going to say that we're going to do it. And it's going to open up this field to a whole bunch of people who've always wanted these features, but because we could not release them, they could not come back to our platform.
And I think it also says a lot about making these announcements in India with this community. It really shows that this community has some real weight, some real pull within the larger Oracle development and DBA community.
And also we had followed by 3 technical keynotes, we had really a motivational speech yesterday from the Simarjit Singh, right? I hope you guys really enjoyed, right?
I love the moves. I did some boogie woogie. If you want to check out the dance video, you can actually check it out on Sandesh or my Twitter channel. We actually had a pretty good dance channel.
And yeah, it's also really a great message from Simarjit how actually we need to change our careers, not to fear about anything, about any challenges. So that's what we are, human beings. Always we look for changes, right? So after that, it is followed by a number of sessions, it is really 10 tracks packed with a lot of technical sessions, and many people are really confused with where to attend. And one of the best advice is if you're coming from same company, please split across to the different sessions, right? Then after that, it was closed by expert panel. We got 5 ACE directors and 5 from Oracle. And please watch out all the questions and answers. We actually taken some videos. Maybe we'll publish very soon. So we are in second day now. Started with.
That's a good point you bring up. So there's a video camera over there with all attendees who are just basically giving 1, 2, 3 minutes of their experiences here. So you're going to get a lot of content about everybody, what they're actually experiencing.
Absolutely. So I think that's the purpose, right? So one of the challenge for us is how do we show this depth of this conference, right? So that's why we are taking some of the feedbacks. And now we are in day 2 and started with, as usual, Kanar's mega quiz. And it was really fun, and also the morning exercise for everyone. And I think that's a really great quiz. And we go some giveaways. And followed by, again, Oracle that is talking about change and their best practices, right?
That seems to be a common theme here in terms of not only the fact that things change, but how much actually the rate of change is actually increasing. How do you keep up? What do you do to make yourself relevant?
Yeah, these conferences are very important, right? So I'm sure you can't share some of the things in a blog or something, but here you can really find out some. I think Graham was giving us some tip. So whenever he drinks a coffee, he actually reads new things. I think this is like a new idea for us, right? So
Actually, it gets into a deeper principle of habits.
yes.
You have one habit. You're going to have a cup of coffee. You're going to brew a cup of coffee every morning. So every morning you're going to learn a new code snippet or a new command or something.
Absolutely. I think these are things are very, very important. Normally they don't share in public or blogs and YouTube. So this is very important. Attend these
I've actually
conferences.
seen this is we have fireside chats. And here it's actually staffed by people that are from Oracle and people that are not from Oracle. So you don't just get to hear, hey, we've got all these great products, please come to us. That's sometimes we kind of go in that with open world with a bit of customers. Here, the ratio of customers is significantly higher, as a result of which you get to hear a completely alternative perspective as compared to saying we have a feature, we have a product, here's how it is, here's how it works. Instead, you get to hear, here's what doesn't work. Here's what is a better architecture. Here's what is not a good architecture. And here's how you should do this. So you get to hear a lot of practical advice from people that have actually implemented things in all sorts of different ways. And I think that makes this conference very unique as compared to like an open world or any of these other conferences which are more focused towards, okay, here's new features. This is experiences, practical experiences. I've seen tracks here from between e-business to the optimizer to AI and machine learning to chatbots to Docker containers to Apex. Whether you're a developer, you're a DBA, you're a data scientist, you're a data wrangler, you're an infrastructure manager, you're a person who's actually developing stuff on the cloud and wants to learn new skills. There is something for everybody in this conference.
Yeah, I think this is one of the advantage, right? I think if you're not watched Kana's video on Sangam 19, so normally I think people say, I can watch all this technology in YouTube multiple times, I can learn easily. But some of the really secrets like, which we can't write it in a blog or, YouTube, so those are shared here. It's very, very important to attend conferences. I'm not saying I'm promoting this one, but you can attend free conference or a paid conference. Networking is a very important thing, yeah.
People don't realize that it's not just the sessions, it's not just the keynotes, but it's the hallway out here when there's hundreds of people having tea, having coffee, eating and talking. There's an enormous amount of social interaction and community building and transfer of information that takes place in the hallways.
Yes, absolutely. And also, we are actually requesting them to use Twitter. Twitter is a platform to connect people after the conference, right? So you know who actually attended instead of taking them email IDs. And for example, I'm following Jim, so I know where is Jim actually, and I see like you are doing some workshops in Bangalore. So that way you connect what is happening. So again, it's not Twitter promotion, but that's a platform we should use it, right, to connect people.
Definitely, Twitter is a real benefit because I think, anyway, this is maybe just anecdotal, but the largest number of developers globally are on Twitter. It's not that it's the only platform; it's just that it just happens to be where they originally went.
Yes, absolutely. So a lot of best practices. So guys, we'll upload all the presentations only for attendees if you want to attend. The one good thing I think again we are talking about, I'm sure you have challenges to attend Sangam 19 or the next conferences. So what we are actually giving them message, they can actually download. All the delegates can download, and they should present back to your, your colleagues, right? That way they learn as well as also they're sharing, right?
It's the biggest bang for the buck if you actually start taking something back to your company.
Yeah.
I was talking to a few customers, and some of them actually could make it, some of them could not make it. And I was telling these guys, whatever you come here and learn in 2 days, it's going to take you months to learn, or you probably will never learn it till you actually have forced to implement that piece of technology. Things get obsolete incredibly quickly in the IT industry, and that is just a fact. The only thing that's happened to me for the last 20 years that I've been in this IT industry is it has just accelerated. With AI and machine learning, with all of these new topics, with whether it is blockchain or whether it is AI, robotics, automation, or whether it is all the enhancements coming across the app stack with AI. These things are changing at a very, very radical pace. You may not want to hear in details as to what's going on in every space, but just a quick summary of something that's happening, like a 45-minute session from Jenny gave us a complete introduction of what's coming in 20C, a release that's not even out. So that's the power of these conferences. Do not say you have production jobs or you have a production down situation, hence you need to be there. There's always going to be a production down job, and that's always going to be something that's going to keep you back. But this is time you invest in yourself. There's a conference coming to a city near you. You need to take advantage of this. You need to come to Sangam. You need to come to Yatra. Take advantage of the community. Participate in the community. Contribute back to the community. Network with the community.
Yeah, so again, just to close my comment, so AOG is a platform to connect people and also share the knowledge, and it is also builds your career, right? So you start presenting 15 minutes talk, 30 minutes talk, and you can present in Yatra, you can present in Sangam, and you can go that way. You can actually go step by step. Also, it's not only presenting; it's connecting people, right? And this way, actually, you prepare well, and basically understand the technology. Like for example, you're starting machine learning, so your experts are here. You can talk to them. Yeah, and go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so that's great. So we are in now December of 2019, and
Yeah, I want to close with
what's next?
yeah. So that's very important. So the next one is Yatra 2020, and this year, how many you want to do?
I think we should do at least. There's a rumor there's maybe 13 or 14 cities this year.
Yeah, exactly. And
Because I think we're adding. There's discussions there of adding Nepal and Bangladesh and a whole bunch of other cities.
exactly.
To
So
this. So it's no longer just going to be an India yatra. It's
Yeah.
going to be India and a surrounding India yatra.
yeah, and
There's Goa. There's Goa. Okay, for people that don't know, just go Google Goa.
yes,
You gotta have
absolutely.
Goa as one of the cities.
And Jim is already promised to support us in all the cities. So thanks, Jim. This really, I think I need to really thank Jim. He's spending time with us, shooting really, really great, important messages, because this is we are losing for so many years, right? We are doing great things, but it's not going to the community. So thanks, Jim. You really helped us in Yatra and Sangam. Hope this relationship and collaboration continues, right? Thanks.
You're welcome. It's been great fun working with the community, and 10 cities. Well, it was 10 last year. I think 14 cities. So it's going to 15, 16. It's just going to keep on going. So, guys,
It's going to be a party, Jim. You have to come. That's what it is.
thanks for coming, guys. And we have another few more hours here before this wraps up, and we'll see you in July for the next great yatra. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thanks, guys. We'll talk to you soon. Bye bye now.